Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to the eMUDHRA Q1 FY26 earnings conference call hosted by Investec Capital Services Private Limited. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during this conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star then 0 on your touchtone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Vivek Desai from Investec Capital Services Private Limited. Thank you and over to you, sir.
Thank you, Shruti. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining the eMUDHRA Q1 FY26 earnings call. Before we begin, let me mention a short cautionary statement. Some of the statements made in today's call may be forward-looking in nature. Such forward-looking statements are subject to risks and uncertainties, which could cause actual results to differ from those anticipated. We have with us Mr. Venkatraman Srinivasan, Executive Chairman, and Mr. Ritesh Pariyani, CFO on the call. I now hand over the call to Mr. Venkatraman Srinivasan for his opening remarks. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. It is my pleasure to share eMUDHRA's performance for the first quarter of FY 2026 and highlight some of the key developments that position us well for the year ahead. We began the financial year on a strong note. For Q1 FY 2026, our total income was INR 1,506 million, reflecting a year-on-year growth of 58.5%. EBITDA for the quarter was INR 380 million with an EBITDA margin of 25.2%, while net profit was INR 250 million with a net profit margin of 16.6%. This growth was driven by healthy contributions across geographies, particularly from the US, Middle East, India, and Asia Pacific. A key milestone this quarter was the strategic acquisition of Cryptas, a company headquartered in Austria with presence across Dutch region. Dutch means about the Deutschland and then that is comprising of Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. This acquisition strengthens our footprint in Europe and provides access to well-established digital trust ecosystem. We see strong alignment with eMUDHRA's product suite and Cryptas offerings, which will help us address compliance needs in mature markets and bring those capabilities into other geographies as global adoption of digital identity solution continue to grow. So this acquisition was signed in June, but the closing happened only yesterday, which we have notified to the stock exchanges. In addition, we have signed an agreement to acquire AI CyberForge, a company focused on secure credential management. This will help us expand our portfolio at the intersection of data privacy and identity management space and help us bring differentiated solutions to the markets we serve. On the product front, emSigner continues to see traction for automating complex multi-party signing workflows, particularly in the BFSI segment. Adoption of SecurePass and CertiNext also continues to grow, enabling enterprises to manage user and device identities under a unified framework. We remain committed to strengthening our innovation pipeline and enhancing our go-to-market capabilities. Our R&D efforts are focused on converged identity, data privacy, and generative AI. These areas that are central to our products and will enable us to stay ahead in a rapidly evolving digital environment. Now I would like to share some of the key project wins from the quarter. We deployed managed PKI and TLS solution for a global FMCG company headquartered in North America, and we implemented certificate lifecycle management for a large bank in the UAE. We rolled out identity and access management for a government tax platform in Asia. We continued acquisition of BFSI clients in India for emSigner, eSign, and e-stamping for process automation and paperless transformation across lending, onboarding, and related workflows. We rolled out the MCA platform for a wing of the defense forces in India for secure authentication and encrypted data communication within their network. We implemented e-signature workflow for a significant government platform in the Asia Pacific focused on internal transformation of health records and beneficiary management. Beyond this, we made further progress in expanding our international reach. We expanded into Central Asia with the launch of operation in Kazakhstan. Additionally, we established strategic partnership with LankaPay and Messrs. Pacific Technology Private Limited for positioning trust services and paperless transformation in the Sri Lanka and Nepal markets. We believe the foundations we are building through product innovation, strategic acquisitions, and geographic expansion will support our long-term growth. We continue to operate with financial discipline, invest in talent and capabilities, and work closely with customers to help them navigate the evolving digital trust landscape. With that, now I invite Mr. Ritesh Raj Paryani, our CFO, to walk you through the financial performance for the quarter in greater detail. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. I am pleased to share the highlights of our Q1 financial year 2026 financial performance. Our total income for Q1 financial year 2026 was INR 1,506.2 million, marking a 58.5% year-over-year growth. Gross profit for the quarter grew at 28.1% year-over-year to INR 808.2 million, with a margin of 53.7%. EBITDA for the quarter was INR 380 million, registering a 29% year-over-year growth with a margin of 25.2%. Profit after tax for the quarter was INR 250.2 million, reflecting a 37.5% year-over-year growth with a margin of 16.6%. Now coming to segment performance, the Enterprise Solution segment generated revenue of INR 1,181.2 million and Trust Service revenue stood at 291.8 million. That concludes my remarks. Thank you, and we may now open the floor for question and answer.
Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on their touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question is from the line of Surabhi from Bellwether Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi, congratulations on a great set of numbers, sir. So my first question is on the enterprise business outside India. Wanted to understand what's contributed to the strong growth, and if it's possible, can you please split it across our key geographies?
Yeah. So the main thing is now cybersecurity has becoming more and more important across geographies. So everybody want to get into more and more security and want to implement more PKI-based security system, and we are almost a one-stop shop in the PKI-based cybersecurity implementation. So we offer Secure Pass, which is identity and authentication management. We offer MCA, which is a certifying authority product. We also offer CertiNext, which is a certificate life cycle management. So that way we are almost covering most of the areas except 1 or 2 areas which are not there. That's why, and again, as we have become global and the numbers have become more, and our customers are all marquee customers. Everywhere, all the big banks in the Navy, Army, Air Force, big insurance companies. So this kind of customer base is there. So all this put together enables us to win more and more RFPs and more contracts. So this is where the international market growth is high. And coming to generally geography-wise, what could be the numbers? I think maybe around 60 crore come from USA, and around Middle East Africa will be 34-35 crore. Balance about 55 crore will be India, roughly.
And what would have been?
Europe is yet to get, because as of now nothing much in Europe, but little bit Asia Pacific has started picking up. So out of the Middle East Africa, what I told 35 crore could be 4-5 crore or 6 crore could be from Asia Pacific, particularly Philippines also.
Understood, sir. And what would have been US in the base quarter, just for comparison?
Base quarter means?
Q1 FY25.
FY25, it would have been at least 20 crore less.
Understood. Understood. And so my second question is on the partnership with Lanka Pay and MS Pacific. So could you just elaborate the role of eMUDHRA in this partnership? Will we be more like a tech partner extending our tech stack here, or would we be more like a consulting partner because we've driven such initiatives in India?
There are two aspects, right? One aspect is the becoming a certifying authority. So we are not becoming a certifying authority. Lanka Pay is a certifying authority, and similarly the other company in Nepal, they want to become a certifying authority. For that, we are providing all the product required to set up the entire certifying authority. So for that, we will have a 50-50 kind of revenue share between two of us. Then the next question is the other product. Once the certifying authority activity is fruitful, using the certifying authority, the eMSigner product and various other products can be pushed. So those things will be pushed by us. On those matters, they will not get into that technology. They will be mere resellers. So apart from certifying authority, they will also resell our products. So for that, we will pay some commission to them, and the balance will come to us. So this is the understanding.
And what could be the potential tenure of this partnership, and what kind of opportunity are you eyeing? Like, is it quantifiable at this stage?
Very difficult at this stage, but at least we feel each of these can, within 1 year, 1.5 years, can give at least $1 million, because these are all smaller geography. But the expenditure is also not much, because all the marketing will be done by them. What we will do is only providing the software product and little bit of implementation. So that way, without much expenditure, we are trying these areas so that if it picks up, then it can pick up.
Got it. And sir, on acquisition of AI CyberForge, if you could just, highlight what's really unique about them, and if you were to build this capability in-house, what would have been the time, effort, and the investment that you would have been, required to build this?
Yeah, the main area of AI CyberForge is the secrets management, vault, and in the vault itself, a lot of complexity within the vault. For example, you might have heard of the Aadhaar vault and those kind of things. So there, only the Aadhaar number is stored in the vault, but if you see the general vault, because in the vaulting, in cybersecurity, there are two major companies. One is CyberArk and another is HashiCorp. They are all big companies, several billion-dollar companies. They provide very complex vaulting capabilities and the security of all kind of password and various other secrets, how it has to be secretly maintained. And then if, let us say, same person is associated with 10 different systems. For 10 different systems, his password parameters are different thing, and the same password should not be used for more than several days or more than several months. So all these, how to control, how to change and all this, that is where the secret management is there today. And that is what these companies provide. And when we go to some of the RFP, in that RFP, because we do not have that component, we don't qualify, and then we are removed out of those RFP, which is where these people are able to get into that. So that's why if you see last 3-4 years, one by one, we have been complementing all the areas, so that we have all the quality certification, we have the EAL4 certification, we have whatever component missing, we build all the components, which is what enables us to bid in every RFP around the world and also qualify there and go ahead. So that is the main purpose of acquisition of this AI CyberForge, because their specialization is in an area where we are not having the product. Coming to your question on build versus buy, if you see, we can also build, because we have R&D team, deep research can be done, we can build the thing. But today, we are already building 3-4 areas in a big way. Then internationally, lot of growth is there, and all those has to be catered by our tech team. So in this, if we take up this will take another 1.5 years at least to build this product. So that's where if we take immediate go-to-market comes, and then with that we can qualify in more RFPs and all that. That's why comparatively what we found was this $4.8 million is reasonable compared to the effort what we have to take, and not more than the effort, the time delay it will happen. So that's where we are acquiring this product.
Understood. And two bookkeeping questions, sir. What was the revenue contribution of Icon and 295 in this quarter? And anything also from Centscript in this quarter out of 147 crores?
Centscript, as I said, the US revenue is around 60 crore. So in the 60 crore US revenue, if you see roughly almost 20 crore may come out of our product, including, because the Centscript product was already merged with our product. So including other 40 crore or 38 crore will come from the other two acquisitions, this Icon and
Okay, fair. And what's the cash balance on our book as on March? I think it was 180 crores. Since you'll be making an upfront payment for Cryptas and AI Cyberforge as well, do you think you will need to resort to some kind of short-term loans for working capital requirements? Or
not required, because out of our collections and all that we will manage. Out of 180 crore, what we feel is now also cash balance 175 is there. Whatever dip will come by way of cash accrual. So this year expected profit and cash accrual, we feel will compensate both these acquisitions. So even I personally feel by the end of the year we may be around the same 180 crore, if not more, or could be 5-10 crore less because of dividend payment and all that.
Got it. All right, sir. Thank you so much for answering all these questions.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. A reminder to all participants, anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on their touchtone telephone. The next question is from the line of Santosh from Vyanch Venture Private Limited. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Yes.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes,
sir, you are.
Yeah, sir. My first question is regarding we have been doing acquisitions from the past 1-2 years and all. Just want to understand what is the organic growth versus acquisition-led growth for the past 1 year and in this quarter, if you can help with that.
Yeah, you see acquisitive growth last year, maybe in the last meeting also we explained. So last year almost from 380 crore we came to 525 crore, which was almost 50% or more than 50% growth. So in that, some 20-25% was 18.8%. Totally 38% growth. On that 18.6%, 18.8% was acquisitive growth. Balance was organic growth. So both are balanced. So in this quarter, if you see, compared to quarter, compared to last year same quarter, one of the acquisition was not there. This Centscript and 295 was not there. But the growth, if you see, 57-58% from that last year first quarter to this year first quarter. So in that 56-57%, 27-28% maybe acquisitive, balance is organic.
Okay. So we can expect this trend to continue for the next 2 to 3 years in long term also. This kind of trend, organic versus inorganic kind of growth.
Correct. Yes. Because the cybersecurity need is only increasing, so that's where we feel growth can be maintained.
Okay. So you're saying the next 2 to 3 years also, the organic versus inorganic growth composition which is there will continue.
Yeah. Subject to we are getting appropriate candidate for the inorganic growth.
Okay. Understood, sir. And my second question is regarding the new initiative which you are taking in the eMSigner and all, the G2 application which you are launching. What is any traction on that, if you can throw some light on that, where we're trying to enter a small and medium scale kind of enterprises and all?
Some traction is there, but some of the things we are still trying. For example, if you see this, our eMSigner is integrated with eSign and also integrated with the e-stamping. So any document flow which requires e-signature and which requires the stamping also can be done. But today it is permitted mainly for the banking and financial services sector. It is not still permitted by the NESL and the several government in the other sector. But now a lot of government has permitted it for several other rental agreement, many other agreement, general agreement and everywhere. But still NESL has not permitted the stamp paper usage for these purposes. Our software is ready. We are every day trying to discuss with the NESL and see how this can be permitted for this use case. Then if that is done, then it can pick up in a very big way in the retail and SME. So until then, it will be mainly in the large enterprises in BFSI and fintech and those kind of things. So this is one side. Then one more, what we are continuously pleading is also the mobile PKI. So if the mobile PKI is approved by the Ministry of IT and the CCI, then in that case we can do many things, many more things through eMSigner. It can be just signed from the mobile itself. So this is another aspect we are continuously working with the government, but still the guideline has not come out on the mobile PKI. So the penetration into mainly SME and retail in a very big way depends on these two guidelines.
Okay. Sir, last question is regarding the enterprise solutions in India. There is a lot of, for example, when you see bio or QOQ, there's a lot of volatility in the growth or the margins and all. Just want to understand, is it the nature of it, the business, or because we deal with the government and DFS and all, the realizations are late or earlier? Just wanted to understand on that aspect, enterprise solutions in India.
Yeah, enterprise solution in India, if you see one segment is government, another segment is BFSI, which is predominant. Other than that, other enterprise. If you see BFSI segment, almost it is fully recurring revenue because it is based on the eSign usage and the eMSigner usage and those kind of things. It is not so much the product focused. It is a usage focused. If you see the government is fully on supply of new solution, new product, because they just buy the on-premise product. They generally don't go into the SaaS model. And from a payment perspective, in BFSI, we collect quickly. That doesn't take any much time. But in government, sometimes it takes 6 months, 9 months. In some of the rare cases, maybe 2 years, 1 year also. So that is the difference.
Okay.
Still,
because
number of new projects are coming in the government also. And continuously, they are doing tech refresh every 5 years. So that way, lot more potential is there.
Okay. I'm asking this question because previous year YOY enterprise solutions we did around 140 million kind of.
Lot of things. International also.
Yeah.
140 million.
Okay. Yeah, 140 million. This quarter we did around 255 million. So there is some like 55% growth, but the margins, if you see, is very different. Right? We did around 17 million to 163 million. Just want to understand why there is a lot of volatility. Why? Anything new happened in this segment?
We'll see that number what you are quoting. You are seeing from the segment result or from where?
Segment also, yes.
Enterprise segment, you are saying last quarter 222 million, it has come to 160 million.
Yes, enterprise solution India.
Yeah, because the last quarter a lot of government project comes because they have to exhaust the budget. Whereas the first quarter project will be slow. That is the reason for that.
Okay. Well, same for YOY also, Q1 FY25, enterprise solution India, we quoted 140 and the margins was PBT was around 70. So just wanted to understand the difference.
Enterprise India? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Enterprise India. Yeah.
In product business, what happens if the business decline by 10%? Because it is all 80-85% gross margin. So the margin will decline considerably. So that's where from 140 decrease to 50 margin gross margin. And another thing, it also depends on how much cost involved. Hardware margin. So today, actually we reduce the hardware and mainly focusing on software so that we are able to get around 80-85% gross margin on the enterprise software product business.
Okay. Understood, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. A reminder to all participants, anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on their touchtone telephone. The next question is from the line of Srinath V from Bellwether Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. First, congratulations on both your acquisitions. I think finally our acquisition engine is moving. Sir, wanted to understand how is the business outlook in U.S.? We were in discussions with multiple proof of concepts. Last call, when you and Kaushik were also there, we had discussions. So can you take us through how these proof of concepts are coming? How many conversions have we had? What is the likely growth in the U.S. enterprise business where, our cybersecurity suite of products?
Small and big, 20 customers we have got in the US, but
Okay.
out of that, some are really very big customers. But the thing is, to start with, they are all starting with small 200,000, 300,000, half a million kind of order. But if we stabilize and if we are able to service well, then it may increase over a period of time. But at least 20 customers we have got.
Got it. And so how is this likely to scale, sir, the U.S. enterprise business? Just kind of how do you see growth this year in that particular division?
Growth in the product business will be better. It will happen definitely because the need is there. But growth in the service side may be muted because the AI is coming and then the lot of visa kind of restrictions are there, H1 visa restriction, L1 visa restriction and various things. So that's where we feel, but the product growth will compensate the service, maybe stagnancy or decline, but the profitability could improve.
What is the size of U.S. product business, sir, as of today, like last quarter, this quarter?
Per quarter, around 18 to 20 crore, roughly.
18 to 20 crore.
2 crore here and there, maybe there, yeah.
Okay, so that's per quarter. So basically, it's a 80 crore business, full year business.
Yeah. Currently in the...
Where do you see this going, sir? Can this go to like 150 crore? Because we have been engaging system integrators, we have been in dialogue, having these roundtable conferences and so on and so forth. How is that likely to scale, sir, this 20 crore per quarter business?
It can go to 150 and all that, but maybe 1 or 2 years, suddenly it can grow big. But we have to, because still it is in a nascent stage, for a US, this 80 crore, 60 crore is not such a very big number to create a brand.
Exactly, sir. Yeah, we are exactly trying to understand when that big number or probability of that kind of business momentum will kick in, sir.
After 2-3 years only, because initially 2-3 deals we lost because of the eMUDHRA name. Now we have created a US company under the name of CertiNext, so that we should protect as a CertiNext, because the name should not be interest to something. So all these things, the order started coming, then we have to have operations people because we put the sales people in US, operation people are in Bengaluru. So these people are fully not trained in how to service US customers. So this kind of teaching problems are also there. So once these are all perfected, then the things will improve in a bigger way.
Got it. So in the next 12 months, what are the key initiatives you are taking to improve visibility in US, sir? Like, for example, I think we were looking to put on-premise setup in US data center, for our...
Already ready, audit is going on. Mostly we expect the audit certificate by August middle. So that audit certificate is, then we can commence issuance of certificate from US itself. So that will be one thing. And the second thing is we are putting 1 or 2 operation people also in US itself, so that in that time zone they can take care, so that there is no time zone we miss. And the US etiquette, how to deal with the US people, all those are also known to them. So this is another initiative. And the third initiative, one in September, one in November, 2 conferences we are keeping, and then we are inviting big company CEOs, CTOs and those kind of people. Last year itself we did it in November. Similar way this year 2 times we are doing. So out of the last year November only some of the big companies came and then they started giving order. Now this is another thing we are doing, because these are all we are able to do because our 2 people, this Scott and Spencer, they are from DigiCert, so they know the industry and they know people also, so that is that they are bringing. So like this we are taking the initiatives.
Got it. Sir, last one, sir. Wanted to, understand, given all these new acquisitions and there's a service and product business, it becomes a little difficult for us to model. Can you largely give us a guidance or help us understand how you see this year playing out? Would we get to about 750 crore or 800 crore top line, given the acquisitions revenues will also come in?
Earlier we said 650 to 700 crore. That is what in the last quarter we said.
Yeah. Yes.
So it appears 675 to 700 crore seem to be a very good possibility, because already we are at a 150 crore run rate. In the 150
Correct.
crore run rate, the Cryptas is not there. Even Cryptas current run rate is 25 crore per quarter. So that
Got it.
quarter it will come. First quarter it won't come, but the effective date will be in this quarter. So 75 crore can come. So that itself can come to 675. So with that, if we add growth, it can be around 700 or little more.
Got it. So somewhere between 700, 750 would be the kind of...
A little more stretched, but at least wherever a little more 700 could be possible. Because...
I get it.
What will whether it will done or not, I don't know.
Yes, sir. Completely agree. Last one, sir. Wanted to understand if Cryptas will have any large margin impact, or we'll be able to do the cost synergies within 6-8 months. How are you looking at the margin side of the picture, sir?
Margin, initially when we integrate first quarter, purely we may get top line. We may not get margin out of it, because already...
Correct.
Yeah, that cannot happen. But already Kaushik has gone there. Last 3-4 days he is there only to see how to do this margin improvement and all that. But maybe one more quarter we may not be able, because they are all highly procedure and systematic oriented. No, the German type of work and our type of work is different, that. Correct. Maybe from the January to March quarter we may be able to integrate and all that.
Perfect, sir. Thanks a lot, sir, and congratulations on all your acquisitions. I hope all of this comes together and we see that large growth. Thanks, sir. I'll get back into the question queue.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you. A reminder to all participants, anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on their touchtone telephone. The next question is from the line of Siddharth Mishra from Creaegis. Please go ahead, sir.
Hi, sir. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, sir, you are.
Great. Thank you so much for taking my question, and congratulations on the fantastic quarter. A few questions from my side. So the key project wins that we have highlighted,
yes.
Is it possible for us to highlight what would be the deal win size, and maybe compare that with the average deal sizes that we have won in the past? I'm just trying to understand, are we winning more larger sort of deal wins? So that's the first question.
Yeah, deal win, if you see earlier days we were bidding 4 crore, 5 crore kind of deal, but now quite a bit of deals are in the range of 10 crore to 20 crore deals. Quite a bit of deals. That kind of deal even in Indian government and even UAE, then Philippines, everywhere, this level of deal we are winning. But we are not bidding for 50 crore, 100 crore deal up to now, because then sometime we may, because now our strategy is to go through the big system integrator like TCS, Infosys, Tech Mahindra and all this. So if we directly bid such a deal, then we may become their competition, and then it may be difficult to win. Here we go, because of the cybersecurity, we go through all of them. Anybody wins, we win the deal. So that is where we are not going into that level. But within cybersecurity, without other component involved, if there is a bigger deal of 50-100 crore, now we are thinking of bidding. So that's why up to now the deal generally size is around 10 to 20 crore, average size. Other than a lot of KMC, annual maintenance, these kind of deals will be there, those will be smaller sizes. Or e-stamping, e-signature, these kind of things are all recurring things, but each deal will be smaller, but over time it will go on recurring.
Got it, sir. Very helpful. Since you brought it up, I think it's very important to understand or maybe refresh on the system integrators partnerships that we have. maybe over last 1 or 2 years, let's say you had 5 or 6 or 10 partners, how has that improved? Some update on that would be very useful.
No, we have large number of 200-300 partners, but out of them, all of them are not system integrator partners. System integrator partners in India are these major IT companies. Then we have some 3-4 system integrator partner in the Dubai, then some system integrator partner in Qatar, then some system integrator partner in Kenya. So like this it is there. So totally all system integration partner put together could be maybe 30, 40 or 50. But all other partners are reseller partner. But system integrator partner only, if you start competing with them, then you cannot work under them.
Understood, sir. And
Reseller partner, you can resell through anybody. Even same deal, you can quote through 3 people, whichever comes, you can take it.
Understood, sir. And particularly in US geography, how many system integrator partners do we have, and has that increased over, let's say, 1 or 2 years?
No, in bigger geography, what you are saying, in India is, India we have all these big companies, TCS, Infosys, Tech Mahindra.
No, in US,
America, still we have not gone through them. Because our product sales size is too low for them in the Americas. Because for them also, if any, through us, if 100 crore business, 500 crore business comes, then they will come to us. Today, we are totally, in a year, we are trying 70, 80 crore business, it will not be very significant for them. So today, we are all trying through smaller reseller partner in America and also through our own direct sales people who know some customers like that.
Got it, sir. Very good. And on the enterprise solution side, is it possible to give like a growth number on the order book, if not the absolute number?
Enterprise solution growth, you have that number ready?
Order book, sir.
I don't have it ready, otherwise we will get it and give it to you.
Sure, sir. I'll get back later on that. One more question on the trust services business. It seems to have picked up, on both quarter-over-quarter and year-over-year basis. Is there any particular reason for that? Volume uptake or pricing better in this quarter?
Two things are there. One is a little improvement in the volume uptake, and the other one is the token. Because this time what happened, there was a token shortage, and because we are bigger purchaser of token, we could get it easily, whereas some of the other smaller certifying authority could not get the token to supply. So the token increase itself is almost 1.5 to 2 crore. And the other in the DSE side, what we have done is the larger resellers who are, because our price is for a class 2 2-year DSE, our price is 1500 plus GST. Whereas if you see all the competitors, their price is anywhere between 800 to 1000 including GST. Because of this reason, while the retail and the smaller partners sustained with us, around 180 to 200 larger partners who are issuing to end customer, they shifted to the other vendors. So we are trying to attract, and generally we were giving commission to all the partners at 40%. Now some of the partners we started giving more 45, 50, 58, that kind of commission to bring them back. So that also has a little bit of improvement. So both this token and the strategy of bringing them back, this has helped us.
That's
Thank you. A general reminder to all the participants, anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on their touchtone telephone. I repeat, anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on their touchtone telephone. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles.
And one more question, can I answer another question what Kriya just raised? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, please.
Yeah, the order book you asked, no? 28%. So order book, enterprise order book has grown by 28%.
Got it. Very helpful. This is in 1Q? First quarter FY26?
YTD. In the year to year.
In the year. Understood, sir. Very If there is no one in the queue, may I go ahead with one more question, please?
Yeah,
Yes,
for me,
sir.
no problem. Yeah.
Great. Sir, on the FY26 guidance, you highlighted the updated guidance on the revenue side, including the 2 acquisitions. On the margins, is there a updated guidance that we would like to provide, including the acquisitions?
No, including the acquisition because if you see this Cryptas acquisition, as we updated with the stock exchange, they are currently in a smaller loss. From there, it will transition to profit. It may take some time. So because what will happen is we have to replace some of their component with our component, then otherwise we have to increase the sales. But all these it will take some time. So because of this, we feel that could little pull down the margin, but at the same time, our product improvement can push up the margin. So on the balance, we feel we will be able to maintain this around this margin, 16.5% PAT margin.
Got it, sir. That's it from me. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, as there are no further questions, I now hand the conference over to the management for closing comments. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. So I would like to thank everyone for joining the call today. We remain focused on delivering consistent performance and innovative solutions that enable secure digital transformation for our clients across the globe. For any additional information on queries, kindly get in touch with our investor relations advisors, Churchgate Partners. Thank you once again. Thank you.
Thank you. On behalf of Investec Capital Services Private Limited, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines.